As you can see, we've had our eye on you for some time now, Mr. Anderson.
Okay, this is, I'm gonna do a little briefing here. I've been looking, I got so many old videos that I've done that just I haven't, I've done all the sort of intent of what they were, but then I haven't got them rolled into a briefing. So this is kind of a bit of a house cleaning, but this is a pretty good one. I rewatched this. This is definitely one I want to get in front of you, Sierra Para Hotel, and of course Robin Hood. You got to get. I mean, I got to keep you apprised on this. If I don't keep at least somebody apprised on this. It's all I got. There's so much fucking data to process here. I'm hoping, Sean, I can draw you into sort of coming on the file a bit here, at least just for taking the briefings on it and helping to, figure it out. So I'm gonna walk through this video here where I'm just gonna ID a couple of tangos. You're gonna get to see some pretty good sort of shape shifting, I hope here. I seem to think that there's some sort of I definitely am way more just in tune with being able to do this when I've stayed up for a long period of time. So there's definitely there's some sort of either meditative switch in the mind that needs to be, that can be nuanced or whatever. I wouldn't ask you guys to have to stay up really late, but Rob, I think we're gonna work on some more of those sort of just little puzzles. Remember the puzzles that we do to decode the cryptid stuff, and you just do a couple of those, and it sort of gets your mind into that place where you're looking at the alternate thing rather than what the right hand side of the brain would just be looking at right off the mind. Okay, anyways, we'll leave that for later. Okay, so what we have here, I'm going to shift into the video audio and basically walk through itself. But there's a lot of crazy fucking cats in here. Hey, gentlemen, I want to start. I'm running this little video. I'm going to do this briefing here on behalf of all of us to run through and just begin to point out and clearly identify, hardened target tangos that I'm spotting as we move through the battle space. The reason that I'm getting on this is that I've decided, as a joint effort between the Gray Owl Research Department and Gray Owl Archiving, I've instructed them to begin assembling a taxonomy, like a taxodermological record, like a entity ID classification system or whatever. So, I'm starting to go through and image these guys, move them into a contact database where we can pull it up. We can go through and say, oh yeah, that looks like the guy. Now look, these guys are shapeshifters, okay? And the same guy that we ID 1 second could look could look very different the next second. But we gotta start somewhere, and I'm just gonna sort of grab them where they look the most noticeably whatever, you know what I mean? So they're in their most recognizable form, even if that's just like having 2 eyes and a mouth or something. Okay, so that's the way I'm working my way through it. Yeah, and I think I've increased my range significantly on IDing tangos because I have there was some spin-off technology that I'm running in the test field at the moment, and it's from the spin-off technology from my original lensing platform. And holy fuck, I've basically set up a unit to use as, call it like a virtual, a viewing tricorder or whatever. So you view any anomalous event, be it real outside, like a live, real world live fire event. I think this should work for that. Like we could maybe affix it to like a targeting reticule or something. But also just for if you're like, say you were watching a video, like we wanted to study a UFO video that comes in. If you watch it through the lensing aperture device with the protocols set up, you'll. I mean, it's like looking through it decodes and shows you. It's like having night vision goggles on for fucking X-rays or whatever. In a way, I mean, I might be overselling it here a bit, but the other thing that's really fascinating about what it does is, I'm telling you, okay, well, it's still a little too weird to get into right now, but it allows one to, in so and I think a lot more ways than one, but enter into the X-ray zone, into their realm a bit more, as it were. Anyway, okay, so here's still. I'm just gonna sort of stop the video as I sort of see multiple targets that I want to identify. Okay, so and I'm in the draw program here, so I'm gonna and fucking okay, and I'll choose fucking Roy. Okay, so first angle up. Okay, and I'm calling the units that are in the operatives that are inside the forklifts. I'm calling that command staff. In the front forklift, the rear forklift, engineering, and then I'm assigning various call signs to like security detail, civilian scientists, X-rays or whatever, as we sort of see them classified. Okay, so in the command staff center up here, we've got two of these salamanders. Okay, so here's his head. Okay, and this is his body. Yeah. Okay. And he's got these two black eyes. That's one unit. The other unit is right here. You'll see him in a minute when we get back to the video. Crayons, that fucking sucks. Or I can bring him up. I can actually here. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna drop this for a second. Go to fucking okay. So here's that guy, because this was the window I just grabbed. So I'm just gonna back this up just a bit. Then watch these two cats. Like there's all kinds of shit going on, but this guy, the salamander, and the salamander right here, they kind of sign in together or whatever. So and then their eyes like kind of emerge. Which gives them away. So there are those two dark figures there. Okay, so just hang on a second. I'm just backing up a little. Okay, so here's one right here, and here's the other right here. Okay, so I'm just going to run the motion, and then I'll go back to the drawing. So away we go here. And watch how they sort of, I guess they're signing in or something, and then it'll kick here in a second. Here we go. You'll see their heads pop up and then their eyes kind of emerge out. You see that? Okay. Right? Them two Sallys. Now, Sallys, I think, are like, and look, this is going to be an open debate, but I think from what we can tell so far, they are kind of a, command staff, but, like they're, not necessarily science officers or anything like that. I think they're general purpose, like they're combat units and whatever needs doing. They're probably like the jack of all trades. They're kind of like a workhorse, but in a command level. I think they can be sent out with a squad under their purview or whatever. Okay, so just popping back to the other thing here. Okay, so that's those two guys, right? Now, interestingly, I think. Okay, so who am I gonna do next here? Okay, so you see this tall son of a bitch right here? he is actually separate. Actually, I won't go to him now because he's getting mixed up into that stuff. Okay, well, okay. There's another. Oh yeah, well here, of course, I'm gonna do. Let's just get the obvious out of the way. So we've got Tango ones here. So these are. I'm pretty sure these are like light panels. You know, like kind of like having a flash, like lighting units that they have as equipment that they get kitted with. But they wear them. They might wear them like Grays wear the. You know, some people say Grays wear the visors or whatever because they do like they appear to be eyes. Like after I marked them before when I first saw these cuts, and some different styles of units use these light panels. You'll see them on different species, but Tango one is down behind here. Okay, and then this, you know, is supposed to be the engine bay of the forklift, right? So he's tucked in behind it here with only those two light panels sticking up, and the remote viewer called it, and then I had also said it, that there's like these little fucking squid units that like will either occupy like an eye socket of one of these fucking things. You know, I say like there's the snicky snacks be coming out of their fucking eyes and shit. It's really fucking wild. So either, or they'll just be like stand like hanging on top of their fucking head behind them panels and like holding them light panels. Like a little fucking like command unit maybe or something. I don't know, or just a fucking subjugate. I have no idea, but we'll see. I got some really good images of the one on Tango 1. But I'm just going to show you also, we'll get back to, actually, fuck, I'll just show you real quick. I got a good shot of Tango 1 here, like where he's not behind the thing. So here where this video starts out, I have a better image than this. The engine bay's here. So he's looking directly at us. And, interestingly enough, this son of a bitch to his left, who, you know, looks like a gizzy